Good morning, students. Today we are going to discuss about the fifth topic, fifth unit GUI programming topic. And this GUI programming is to enable user interaction with the Python programming. Right? So normally GUI means graphical user interface. So if you see the introduction part, here we are using tkinter package, which is the main package which is used for GUI programming. So tkinter enables you to develop GUI programs, and it is an excellent pedagogical tool for learning object-oriented programming. There are many GUI modules available for developing GUI programs in Python. We have used the Turtle module for drawing geometric shapes. Turtle is easy to use and it is an effective pedagogical tool for introducing the fundamentals of programming to beginners. However, we cannot use this Turtle to create graphical user interface. So, Turtle module is used only for drawing geometric shapes, but it is not applicable for a GUI. So, this chapter introduces tkinter, which will enable you to develop GUI projects. And tkinter is not only a useful tool for developing GUI projects, but it is also a valuable pedagogical tool for learning object-oriented programming, right? So now we will see how to use this tkinter to develop the GUI program, right? So getting started with tkinter. The tkinter module contains the classes for creating GUIs. The tk class creates the window for holding GUI widgets. So this tk class is very much important, which is used to hold the window for GUI widgets. So this is the first line. We are going to start programming this GUI using this Jupyter program, Jupyter tool. So from tkinter import asterisk. So as I have specified, tkinter is used for GUI. We have to import this package, and here this is the window, and we are using the tk class which is assigned as window, and this label is a widget. So label buttons or widgets of this tinker class, tinker package. So label and buttons or widgets of tinker package. So here we are creating one label and one button. So this label syntax consists of, we have to represent label with L as capital, followed by parameters. So window is nothing but it's an object for tk class. Window is nothing but an object for tk class, which is the parent class for label, right? So the parent class object, and then here text is equal to welcome to Python. That means in the label it will just print welcome to Python. It will show welcome to Python. And next button, this is the syntax, B capital button, and the parameter parent class, which is tk class, which is represented as object window, that is represented, and the text in button, it will be displayed as click me. So these two lines, this will create a label and this will create a button. So next we are packing this label and button to the window, so that we are using this method pack. So label.pack to pack this label in the window. Similarly button.pack, this is also to pack the button in the window. So now this is a very much important statement which should be included in all tkinter modules. So window.main loop. So this will create an event loop. So the event loop is it will execute indefinitely. Once you have terminated the window, that is the GUI window, automatically this will come outside the loop. Until then, this will keep on executing. So similar to looping concept, this will keep on looping. Once the window is closed, it will come out. Otherwise, it will show the windows to the user until the window is not terminated. Right? So these are the things that has been explained. Now we are going to execute this program. So I have just copy paste this program in this Python shell. So here I am going to execute this. So if you see here, I have copy paste package window TK class and then label with the parent class and then packing the label and finally executing that event loop, right? So I am going to run this program. So if I run this program, automatically a window will be displayed. So if you can be able to see here, this is the window. Can you able to see the window? So this is the window, maximized or minimized, right? So this is a small window where welcome to Python is the label and click me is the button, right? So next we'll go going back to the content. So that's all about a simple program, how to create a button as well as a label. So next we are going for processing events. So processing events are nothing but it's similar to functions what we have discussed earlier. Functions are used to do a particular job, and here also processing events. Here also processing events, what it is going to do, it will whenever the student whenever a particular button is clicked, automatically it has to do some process, right? So that process can be represented as a function, and that function can be called with the command parameter in the widgets. Either it may be a button widget or any other widget, right? So we will see processing events. A Tinker widget can be bound to a function which is called when an event occurs. So if you click a button, it has to do something, right? So that is known as event. The button widget is a good way to demonstrate the basic of event-driven programming. So we will use it in the following example. When the user clicks a button, your program should process this event. So if you see here, same thing in the previous program. We are creating an object for TK class, and we are creating two buttons. One is OK button and another one is cancel button. We are packing these two buttons to the window, and then we are creating the event loop. So these statements are already known statement similar to the previous program. And if you see here also first statement we have to include this tkinter package, and after that here we are having two methods. One method that specifies that just it is printing, you have pressed the OK button. Similarly, next method, cancel button is clicked. So since we are using these two methods, if you see here in button creation, this is the parent window class, and then text is equal to OK. FG means foreground. Foreground means only the text will be in red color. So for example, OK is the text, the button in the button OK will be displayed in red color. And command is equal to process OK. So if you see here, process OK is the method name. So automatically this process OK will execute this method and it will print OK button is clicked, right? So command is the parameter keyword which is used to invoke this method. So next, if you see here for cancel button, similarly parent class is window, text is cancel, BG means background color. Here the button color will be in yellow, in which we will have cancel in black color. And then command equal to process cancel. So once the command keyword is assigned with process cancel, it will execute this particular function and automatically it will print cancel button is clicked. So we will execute this program and we will see how this program is executed. So already I have executed this program. Once again I am going to execute the same program. So I am going to run this program. I am going to run this particular program. Right. So here I got the window. Can you able to see the window? I will make it somewhat larger. Yes, can you able to see the window? So this is the GUI window. Here if you so this is already opened, so that only, so if you see here, this is the second program GUI window. So here OK button is there with foreground color red and cancel button with background color yellow, right? If I click OK, right? So if I click OK, here it is showing OK button is clicked, right? Similarly, if I click cancel, here it is showing cancel button is clicked, right? So this is the output of this GUI program. So far we have completed how to do a basic GUI program using label and button widgets. And next is how to process the events, and that is by using methods, that also we have completed. Next we will see what are the different widgets that are available in Tinker's class. So Tinker GUI class defines common GUI widgets such as buttons, labels, radio buttons, check buttons, entries, can washers and others, right? So these are some of the widgets. Already we have seen button and label. So button is used to execute a particular command, and label is to display a text or image, and canvas is a structured graphics used to draw graphs and plots, creating graphics editors and implement custom widgets. So this canvas we will see it as a separate topic. And check button is to check button, square buttons that are available already, you know, so you can make multiple choices. And entry button is to entry something. For example, if you have label as name as label and text box, you can have as entry button, entry widget. Automatically you can enter that name in that entry widget. And frame, so this is also a form of container widget. So you can allocate in which place you need the button. So if you see in the previous example, buttons are available in middle of this window, right? So if you see here, so buttons are available in middle of the window. So if you want to align that, you can represent in frames. So these are some of the widgets. So next we will see canvas. So canvas widget is used for displaying shapes, methods like create rectangle, create oval, create arc, etc. So we can use this canvas widget for displaying different places, different shapes. So this is the program. So in your textbook you will have a lengthy program. So I have just shortcut it for drawing only one rectangle shape. So if you go through this, this is the constructor which consists of the content. So if you see here, already we know how to create window class, and window title is representing the title of that. And then frame is nothing but it is representing the parent class as window. And then frame is one class that is representing the frame of your window, and this is packed to the window. And rectangle button as well as clear button. If you see here, here it is executing a command self.display rect. So automatically this method will be called. Similarly in clear button, self.clear canvas is called. So we will see how this program is executed. So first I will close that particular box. So now I am going to execute this particular program. So if you see here, if I press rectangle, a rectangle will be drawn in this window. If you see a somewhat bigger window, right? And if I clear this, automatically this will be clear, right? So thank you for listening to this GUI programming class. And if you have any doubts, kindly post me in Google Classroom.